Are TPLF and Eritrea in a fix? Has Ethiopian Prime Minister made some counter moves which have put the two parties, TPLF and Eritrea, in a very difficult position? Welcome to my views and news. Thanks for watching. Firstly, a correction, viewers. I posted a video a few hours ago. I placed a picture on thumbnail showing a Zu-23 used by Tigray fighters. I said that the picture was from Mehoni and that Tigray military, it is being said, is still in possession of heavy weapons and mechanized weaponry. The picture is old. It's basically a screenshot. That is why I could not track it. A viewer in comment section also pointed that out. Thank you for pointing it out. Thank you for correcting me. The video was uploaded over 2 years ago, and this picture is a screenshot from that video, which was uploaded over 2 years ago. It does not mean that I am confirming that Tigray military has no heavy weapons. I don't know. Rumors are still going around that Tigray military is in possession of heavy weapons, especially anti-TPLF groups, anti-TDF groups are claiming that Tigray military does have heavy weapons. It did not surrender all heavy weapons, but we need to wait for verification. No visual evidence so far. Getachew supporters say that Tigray military equipped with Zu-23-2 is operating in southern Tigray, but no piece of evidence so far. Whatever they are saying are claims, rumors, I would say. We need to wait before giving this big statement that Tigray military is still in possession of heavy weapons. So the picture is from a video which is at least 2 years old. Back to this video, viewers. Now, it seems that two moves made by the Ethiopian PM have put TPLF and Eritrea in trouble. They're in a fix. TPLF and Eritrea were fully prepared to launch an offensive on Volkayth. All signs were there. The signs which I verify, the signs which I think are important. We saw mobilization of Eritrean military towards Hajar, confirmed. We saw mobilization of Tigray military towards Takazek, confirmed. They were waiting for final orders to make a move towards Volkayth. Ethiopian PM made two counter moves. The two counter moves so far, it seems, have put TPLF and Eritrea in trouble, and they are now reconsidering their decision. Which two moves? Firstly, Abiy activated TPF. You should link TPF's entry into Vajra to Tigray military and Eritrean military's advances towards Volkayth. Link is very clear. So I think Abiy sent a message, indirectly sent a message to Tigray forces that if you launch offensive on Volkayth, TPF will enter Tigray from southern Tigray from afar. And TPF will, it might march towards Mekelle. TPF stance on Volkayth still unclear. I do a video on that in coming days. And Tigray military cannot fight on all fronts. I mean, if it wages war on Volkayth, how will it protect Raya? How will it protect Mekelle? How will it protect Central Tigray if TPF fighters, thousands of them, start marching to take over Mekelle? It will be very difficult, technically very difficult for Tigray military. They could be infighting in Tigray. So TPF fighters entered Vajra, they withdrew. Why? They just sent a message. Abiy sent a message. Abiy is using TPF. By the way, these TPF people should be careful. They're being used. They think that they are working to build a new Tigray, democratic Tigray, where TPLF and all parties will have equal rights, but they are being used. Abiy is using them against TPLF. Abiy is not interested in making Tigray a democratic region. He's not interested in making Ethiopia a democratic country. Why would he be interested in making Tigray a democratic region? He's using TPF. TPF fighters are allowing themselves to be used by the federal government. They entered Vajirat. There was resistance by Tigray military. They withdrew. They don't suffer any losses. No losses suffered by TPF. And they can mobilize again. First message. First movement by Abiy. Secondly, Abiy activated Americans. He, not just Americans, he mobilized international community. Ethiopian government wrote a letter to the UN Secretary General and diplomats. Then Gideon Timotheus, Ethiopian Foreign Minister, wrote a letter to his US counterpart, Marco Rubio. And in that letter, timing is mentioned that in this rainy season, Eritrea and groups in Ethiopia, they are planning to wage war on Volcaite. Rainy season means July, August. And American ambassador to the US also became active. Some meetings have been held. Reportedly, American ambassador also sent a clear message to Eritrea, not Eritrea, to TPLF, that you cannot wage war. Issue of Volcaite, issue of return of IDPs should be solved through dialogue. If you wage war, we won't support you. So Abiy managed to mobilize international community and the US against TPLF and Eritrean government. Now, it seems there is slight difference of opinion. I won't say split. Difference of opinion between Eritrea and TPLF. I believe Eritrea still adamant it wants offensive on Volcaite as soon as possible. TPLF now is reluctant. Eritrea is not interested in listening to Americans, so Eritrea does not want to be dictated by Americans. TPLF has to listen to Americans because it's the US would save TPLF. When Tigray, People Liberation Front, Tigray military were rapidly losing ground in 2022, it was US intervention in Pretoria that saved TPLF and Tigray military. So TPLF historically has been an ally of the US. It has been working in close collaboration with the US. It's very difficult for TPLF to go against the US and Westerners. So Abiy played his cards in a very smart manner against TPLF. Now, if TPLF wages war on Volcaite, it risks its relations with the West and the US. Eritrea urging TPLF to have a go at Volcaite, that TPLF should not worry about Western response. TPLF reluctant. It knows that TPF could also be launched, and TPLF might lose Mekelle. So while it wants to take over Volcaite, it might lose Mekelle while it's hoping to gain control of Volcaite. This is what is happening in the background. So the likely offensive, which was due to be launched this month, so far is being postponed. When will it be launched? Will Eritrea manage to convince TPLF to just start war over Volcaite? All that remains to be seen. So far, I think Abiy's two moves have put TPLF and Eritrea in effect. Thanks for watching.